and welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Gretchen.
And I'm Dave.
And today we are painting some, what are they called, Leona?
Blood and Plunder.
I found it eventually.
Yeah. Sorry, Gretchen. I did actually forget to tell Gretchen what
That's
we were
okay, because I forgot that you didn't tell me until right then that minute.
Blood and Plunder.
Blood and Plunder. Super cool. So yes, the historical pirate game from Firelock Games. We've painted some stuff from them before, and we had we actually had who did we have? We had Tim Korklevsky jump in and give us some historical information that was not so much stranger than fiction, but certainly more bloodthirsty than fiction. It was kind of crazy.
Often is.
So, who are you painting?
I am painting, and you'll have to forgive me because he's Dutch and I'm not. Piet Hein, is that how he's decided to pronounce that?
I'd go with Hein.
Hein?
Yeah.
Piet Hein, legendary commander. He may lead the Dutch Navy, Dutch privateers, or Hein's... That has so many letters in it. Commissaires. Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
Other people can learn how to say that word and tell me how. But yeah, so he has abrasive pistols and standard melee weapon, which I'm gonna guess is the lovely little sword. Looks like a saber on his side there. And yeah, so I really like his little card because underneath all of the like little info blurbs, it just like I assume this is something you can do, but it just says very inspiring.
Nice.
And I like the way that's phrased.
What else does he have?
He has very inspiring broadside exclamation mark. Commodore, indomitable, bold God's blessing or the devil's luck, which sounds like a question.
God's blessing or the devil's luck?
We don't really know.
We'll let you decide.
Yeah, that's Piet for you. Good old Piet.
Fantastic.
Very inspiring.
And he's got a very, sort of, his outfit is very reminiscent of a Rembrandt painting, I think.
Yeah, kind of is, isn't it?
Have that wonderful brocaded doublet. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I am painting Francois L'Olonnaise.
We know words and languages.
Exactly.
Just none of the ones on these cards.
He's French. So he was French. His words,
Ooh, what are his
which
words?
I'm sure are like special rules in the game.
But they're so much fun to just say as words.
Very inspiring.
Oh, then who's going to be more inspiring is the question.
Broadside, but without the exclamation point.
Oh.
God's blessing or the devil's luck. Mm-hmm. You choose. Terror. Terror!
Does that one get an exclamation mark?
Ruthless. No. Neither of those. None of those get exclamation points.
I'm so glad mine gets broadside with an exclamation mark. I don't know what the exclamation mark adds to this experience, but
Probably 2 extra dice.
Yeah!
I hope it's something like that.
Hello to everyone in the chat. JT, Josh Potter, who says, lurking about in West Maryland, remodeling a Mickey D's. Ooh.
Nice.
Betsy Bowers, James, Guri, and Timothy Bowers. Hello, everyone.
Excellent. Very cool. Welcome, welcome. Hello. So we are going to have fun painting some pirates. I think I'm going to go with a color scheme that's fairly close to the look on the card, because I do have fun colors like blue and red.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of fun colors on here. Most of it just looks like kind of like brown with a red sash. But I was telling Dave, I have a lot of friends that paint minis and are also in my historical fencing class who focus on Napoleonic.
Napoleonic.
Yes! Napoleonic, that's the word. I was thinking of ice cream. It's fine.
Napoleonic fencing, so they wear uniforms. Dark brown, pink, and white.
Exactly. I I'm kind of tempted to do that with his uniform now. But they do a lot of saber work, and their uniforms also have red sash. So I'm tempted to kind of. They still wouldn't be bright colors. It'd just be black instead of brown, but it'd look a lot sharper.
Right. Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Much fancier. Very cool. Well, yeah, I think you could go either way, Napoleonic, Neapolitan.
Napoleonic. It's fine. Make a Neapolitan fencer.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, when I was growing up in the 70s and early 80s, our ice cream options were vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, or Neapolitan. Yep.
Such variety.
Such variety.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's not really true.
They also
Then we
had
also had,
butter pecan and pistachio.
No, I think we had like passion fruit and mango.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. No.
Just lots of chocolate.
I'm
Yeah.
okay.
All chocolate.
Chocolate chip cookie dough,
Yep.
birthday cake cookie dough with chocolate chips.
I like chocolate chip.
I
I
chocolate
like
chip
cookie
too.
dough.
I love chocolate chip. Also, hello, Ashlyn. Thanks for joining.
Oh, hey, Ashlyn.
And also, Sumkey. Thanks for subscribing on Twitch.
Excellent. Hey, Sumkey.
Do-do-do-do. Hello, everyone.
Fantastic. Glad you could all join us. I think now it's probably also the time that we should point out that, Leona, can you get back to the full shots?
Yep. Da-da-da.
Check it out!
We have backgrounds. They're fancy pantsy.
So exciting!
They're
Fancy
not red.
They're not red! Does everybody like them?
Yeah, what do you think? Give us your opinion, as long as it's a positive feedback.
Give us your opinion as long as it agrees with us.
Yes. We won't read it out if it doesn't.
I'm just joking.
I'm not. But yes, very excited. Very excited there. Betsy says mint chocolate chip was always her favorite.
Ooh, I love mint chocolate chip. I love anything with chocolate, really. So.
James also said his favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
Oh, wow. I'm not a mint person.
No, you're wrong.
Sorry, Leona.
I feel like mint is one of those flavors that you have to be careful with because a lot of people. But I feel the same. See, I enjoy mint as a flavor with like chocolate or as in sweets and stuff. I don't like artificial grape though. And I feel like they're in the same boat of either people really love those flavors or like artificial cherry or they really hate the flavors.
Right. Yep. No, for sure. I think growing up, I was exposed to a number of different mints. So there was the peppermint, the spearmint.
Yeah.
There was another mint, I'm sure.
My favorite mint is Andy's Mints.
Andy's mints.
The little candies, little chocolate candies.
I was going to say, there's chocolate involved, isn't there?
Yep.
Right, okay.
That's the best way to eat mint.
This is true. I agree. Growing up, I remember after dinner mints.
See, I like the butter mints. That's what those are called. Those are good. Those have a really nice texture to them.
Butter mints?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what they're called. That's the type of mint that is.
okay.
They're like the big soft mints. You know what we're talking about?
Big soft mints? No. Like covered in chocolate or?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
They're just mint. I always think of, though, with like peppermints and stuff, when I was in elementary school in Louisiana, there was like one day where they did this whole like, where do peppermints come from thing.
Peppers.
Louisiana, maybe. But all I remember, I don't remember the what they actually taught us that day. The only thing that I remember is that this guy brought in a giant peppermint and they had to place it on a big table.
Oh,
and then we lined up and he would take chunks off of it with his hammer. And then he would give us chunks of
So it's like
peppers.
a big rock candy.
Yeah, it was it's a formative memory that I have.
Right.
And I wish I remembered the context better.
Dave,
Yeah.
These are the mints we were talking about,
Pardon?
by the way, on the screen.
Oh, those ones. Radio.
That's what we meant by soft mint, buttermint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
of
a
the way
little
they
confused
melt.
because it sort of went straight. The conversation went straight into those
Yeah.
after I mentioned after dinner mints.
Yeah, because a lot of times you get them in restaurants. They have them
Okay.
after dinner.
Sorry, I know I meant the brand name is After Dinner,
Oh.
but they're
okay.
square and very thin. So it's a very thin layer of chocolate and a very thin layer of a mint
Sounds
paste,
tasty.
and then a very thin, not toothpaste, Leona. Not toothpaste.
Okay.
But then a very thin layer of chocolate again, chocolate all around the sides. So it's just
Timothy says we don't play around down here in Louisiana. No, I'm glad that it's just sometimes I say stuff about when I lived in Louisiana and everyone's like, "Are you sure you're remembering things?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
that's totally how it was.
I don't know what else." It's just a different place. It's a different vibe going on down there. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes a guy just shows up around Christmas with a giant table-long candy cane and gets the hammer out.
Well, I do remember that, for field trips we went on at school, we'd always go to places where they'd have the rock candy sticks
Yeah.
that were always done with the little
After
text around the end that told you the name of the place that you went to, kind of thing. It's like Old Sydney Town, the historical recreation of colonial Sydney, stuff like that. I remember those. But mint.
I went to
So good.
the Tabasco company plant where they make Tabasco hot sauce for a field trip in Louisiana.
Yeah,
Yep.
awesome. That would be super
I
cool.
remember the gift shop.
Yeah.
Because they had teeny tiny little earrings.
This could be
Where
frightening.
no, it was little Tabasco earrings.
Okay.
And they actually had Tabasco sauce in them.
In the
You could
bottle.
open it up and they had little ornaments and stuff, and that's what I remember.
I have seen those earrings.
Yeah.
I have seen people wearing those earrings.
Yeah, there's hot sauce in them.
I know. It's is this just in case you're at a really terrible Denny's?
Yes.
And they don't have any Tabasco?
That's your emergency hot sauce. That's
Did you see
Gotta-
some keys comment?
I'm going to save on cashews, mint toothpaste on your chocolate wafers.
mint toothpaste is
Yes.
different than mint candy.
Yes. But sometimes it tastes similar.
No. We took a field trip to a swamp and saw alligators. I mean, I vaguely remember going to an alligator farm once, maybe when I was really little. But the only thing with alligators that I remember is my mom signed me up for a survival camp once.
Right.
And I remember they told us how to outrun alligators and how to deal with alligators and how their behavior patterns and stuff so that you could avoid danger. And I also remember that we got a little jar with baby mosquitoes in it to learn the mosquito life cycle.
Right.
And my mom was like, "There's enough of those. Let them die."
Yep. Shake them really hard. I always found the best way to avoid alligators is to not go near water.
Well, you see, in Louisiana, I didn't realize when I was little, that people outside of alligator places didn't understand how alligators worked. Because, in Louisiana, there's signs up. They're like, "Hey, don't antagonize the alligators." And that's, a normal thing. And there's, in a lot of places, there'll be a ring of, red around the water, a certain distance out. Don't get closer, on golf courses and stuff. Don't
Okay.
get closer to the water than this. And it's just like a common thing. Like, you know the danger zone of, like, alligators. Okay. And, like, but then I moved to Maryland.
And there was none of that.
And there was none of that. I mean, there's also no alligators, but people would ask me questions about alligators where I was just like, what?
Surely you know about the red ring.
Surely, like little fourth grader me, like, just like, why would you do that? Why are you making these? You will get eaten.
Nice.
Yeah, as we live around the corner from an alligator farm in Abita Springs. Yeah, I just, like, maybe it's where I was in Louisiana, but I think it was just, like, we had enough alligators, so we didn't farm them.
Nice. Excellent stuff.
I just confused all my friends all the time.
That's fine. Well, I will say thank you to Betsy. She loves the background. We love it too. We're so excited. Hooray! But yes, now that we've exhausted conversations on mint, I'm sure we could go for a few more minutes on alligators, but what's everybody working on? What's everybody painting up? Let us know. We are excited.
Try so hard to give this guy a decent hairline. I don't know if I'm going to succeed. But I'm going to try.
Well, this guy has delightfully blue socks. Or I guess that would have been called stockings at the time. These pantaloons going over the top of them.
Yeah, this guy just has white ones. I don't know if I'll keep them white or not. I don't know. I have not decided yet.
Yeah. You can always go for the dirty white.
Yeah, right now they're off-white, so that I can choose to either highlight them or do.
That would be good.
I'm going to give him some gray hairs on his sideburns and his... I'm going to distinguish him up a little bit.
Okay.
I think that'll go nicely with everything.
Okay. Cool. That would be neat.
Ooh, I have a fun fact for you.
Oh, no.
Eventually, I will be on the show with glasses. Yeah.
One of us, one of us, one of us.
But you'll never guess why I need the glasses.
For seeing things better?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Why I can't see things.
Nope, I got no idea.
So I went to the optometrist, and I was like, lately, some things are harder to see, and I have horrible night vision. And she put me through a smattering of eye tests, and she found out that I'm a teeny tiny bit farsighted, and I'm a teeny tiny bit like astigmatism in my left eye. But mostly, the reason that I can't see at night and sometimes have trouble with distance things is because my eyes are too tense.
Oh.
The muscles in my eyeballs are really tense, and I can't focus on different things because the muscles are too tight.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you just need to relax a little bit.
And I can't. Apparently, the only way to do that is to trick them with eyeglasses that are a special thing, special prescription to help me trick my eyeballs to relax. Just hold my tension in my eyeballs.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's weird. She had to walk me through the eye exam because my eyes weren't focusing and it was giving false results. Because they weren't focusing because they couldn't see. They were not focusing because the muscles didn't want to let them focus.
Right.
It was really weird.
Right. She probably saw the curvature. Because, when your eyes degrade, the curvature changes.
Yeah.
So she probably saw that your curvature was fine.
Yeah.
And was like, why can't you see stuff?
Yeah.
What?
I was
My
like,
glasses are in my eyeballs at contacts. Nice.
But no, it was a nice little.
Well, I'm
fun
glad you're
fact.
going to be able to get them.
There you go.
Yeah.
The eyes have it. Hey.
Okay. Oh, Mike Becker's here. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Jason's working on a campsite from a tiny terrain. I don't know if I've heard of those before. Betsy's finishing up a scorcher, currently working on a frost claw from Horizon at Zero Dawn. James is currently eating mint chocolate ice cream. Nice work.
Oh, I want to eat ice cream.
Yeah. But Jason says it doesn't know where it came from, but it was in his box of opportunity. Nice.
Gonna try so hard to get this mustache.
So he says, painting happy little minis now with more glasses.
It is. I got some really
Will
cute
be.
ones too.
That'd be awesome.
She warned me. She was like, your eyes, whenever they finally start to relax, they're not going to know how to focus. So things unexpectedly will get blurry
Right.
while they adjust. And I was like, okay, surprise vision. That's great. That's fine, really.
It's not too bad. It works out.
She used the words salvage my night vision.
Oh, cool.
Is what she's going to try to do. I don't know how I feel about the word salvage in there. That's mildly concerning. But
Did she say salvage the flotsam and jetsam of your night vision?
no.
That would be very piratical. But that'll be fine. It'll be all good.
I just have some sweet, cool glasses to.
What do we got? James has started on a new small trimaran. And JT has one more Thousand Suns Terminator left.
Ooh.
Fantastic. So much gold. Trim. Ashlyn has a brand new Winsor & Newton 00, acting like a 50-cent Walmart brush. Tip keeps fraying with elongated hairs every time I roll it in a new color. Ooh. Okay, Ashlyn, you might want to try hitting with some brush conditioner. So that will help you sort of align the bristles. A 00 is a pretty small brush as it is, but yeah, it should help in case you've got any paint sort of sitting down towards the ferrule of the brush. Sometimes that can cause them to split apart. The long hair that you sort of get in the middle there, that's the core hair. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I don't know what the real word for it is. But it's the hair that all the other hairs sort of gather around. So you're going to make sure you keep that. You don't want to cut that off or pull that out or anything like that. But yeah, some brush soap, some brush conditioner should help bring that brush back to factory standard, I think. So.
Somebody actually says he had a similar issue in high school and had to do eye exercises.
Oh, wow.
All I imagine, though, because they're like, you need to relax your eyes, is like yoga for eyeballs. Meditation for your cornea. I don't...
I would say back in 2017 when I got mine, I also had, same time I was diagnosed with glaucoma.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've mentioned it on the show before. But there was a point where I was like, glaucoma? That can be medicated, right? With a medicinal herb. And then I I was like, oh, cool, I can get a prescription for that. And then I looked at it a little bit closer and realized that I'd have to be essentially stoned 24/7 for me I'd be able to like not lose my eyesight.
Now we know why you lick brushes.
So
It's fine.
yeah. No, so it was kind of like, it was exciting for all of like a couple of hours until I did my research and discovered that being shot in the eyeball with lasers was probably the best way to go.
Yeah.
So, hooray! That happened. But, yeah. It'll be fine. So, yeah, I've had my glasses for 4 years now. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. What else we got? Hey, Seth. Seth is here.
Also, Dave, you might have said it with the brush
Yeah.
thing, but a lot of times when that happens, there's paint, dried paint, in the bottom,
Yes.
at the bottom of the brush where it hits the handle. So that's probably why it's not
It's possibly
flat.
why.
Or at least that's somewhat my experience. So,
Sometimes it's just the brush.
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, the brushes aren't always 100% perfect.
Gotcha.
Winsor and Newton are pretty good. Your failure rate is pretty going to be pretty low. But yeah, definitely if it's the paint issue, that's
The conditioner is a
the
good
conditioner
idea.
will help get rid of
Yeah.
that. Yep. Definitely. I think I have some. There are a variety of different types out there. I have some of the Mini Masterworks brush balm conditioner for all brush types, it says. So you can just with that you just get a bit of water on your brush.
I use the Masters brush cleaner
Right.
and
Yep.
preserver. That's like a really popular brand.
It is, yeah. Yeah, the Master's brush is you can pick up from like Michael's or that kind of place. And then yeah, you can just let that sit on the brush for a little bit, and then you can come back and wash it out. And when you do wash it out, then just sort of draw it across your not across your palette, but across a paper towel or whatever you use to dry your brushes off, and just twist it as you're going, so you can try and return that point to it. This is a point where you don't lick the brush
Because of the soap.
because of the soap.
Yep.
Nobody likes tasting soap.
Ashlyn had laser surgery a few years ago. Her eyes dry out fast, but always using drops. But it was still a good decision.
Cool. Yep. Did you have the LASIK to correct vision? I had the laser bolt shot through my iris so
Oh.
that my fluids could drain. That was the
Whoa.
glaucoma problem. So I didn't have the LASIK to fix my vision, just the fluid draining bit.
That
Jade-
seems like it would be wildly uncomfortable.
What, having a laser shot into your eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. When I sat down at the thing, like there's a little chin rest you rest on. You got to look at a piece. The tech was in as well, so the optometrist was going to shoot the laser, but the tech walked up behind me and she put her hand on the back of my head and just pushed it into the.
Oh.
It's like so I couldn't move, and I said, "Oh, so it's like that, is it?" And she said, "Yep." And that's the point where my optometrist said, a lot of people describe it as being like hit with a rubber band, like if somebody snaps a rubber band at you. And you're like, oh, that's not too bad. Until you realize it's snapping a rubber band into your eye. Not so good. But I went back for the second eye like a couple of weeks later. It was fine. The tech didn't hold my head that time. So... Here we go. I move my water over here.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
By fun, I mean not really, but
Well, I would hate to see anybody have to go through that. But thankfully, because I have gone through it, I can see people go through that. It's kind of a catch-22, really, isn't it? But, yeah. No, it wasn't too bad. It's good. I must admit, the first time, though, it was like, thwap! And then the optometrist went, oops. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? She goes, I'm going to have to do that again. Hold still. Thwap!
I always move my head when they do the puff of air for the glaucoma.
Oh, okay.
But then the last time I went, they had a new test where they don't have to put the air in your eye. It had to do with, like, I put, like, highlighter yellow drops in my eye.
All right, yep.
See, I had everything
So we did
done.
that instead because I was like, yes, whatever is not air.
I had so much stuff done because it was like my first time going to the optometrist in like 10 years. So they were just like, buckle up.
You're getting it all.
Time to test your eyeballs. And then I had a wedding later to go to, and I didn't think it would take very long to be at the optometrist. But because of my focusing issue, they had a hard time, like, getting my eyes to do what they needed to do for the exam.
Right.
Because my muscles just wouldn't let go.
Right.
I was too tense. So I ended up running late, and then I'm like driving back with like my stick-on sunglasses because my eyes are dilated. And she was like, "Are you here alone?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Just be careful. Things will be blurry." And I was like, "Okay." Trying to drive to pick up my husband to go to a wedding, and we end up being like 10 minutes late. And I'm like coming up with a plan B, right? Like I'm like, oh man, we can't just like, it's a very, very small wedding because of COVID, and it's a very dear friends of mine, and like all I can imagine is like, okay, we're late, like we're 15 minutes late. How awful from like when the ceremony's supposed to start. It's outdoors. They can see us coming. We can't just like interrupt the wedding.
You got to run up the long driveway.
Yeah. Like, how rude would that be to just show up like 10 minutes late? Just like, stop the wedding. Continue. So I'm giving my husband like our polite option of like showing up and just hanging out in the parking lot until it's the reception.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, like we'll sneak around, we'll see like if there's still people like sitting down or if we just need to be sneaky in the parking lot. 'Cause I'm trying to be a decent human being, wasn't expecting to be running late. And at 5 on the dot, and that's when the ceremony is supposed to start, right?
Yep.
I get a text from the groom, who I'm really good friends with, going, "Hey, are you here?"
You here yet? Haven't you made it?
I'm like, so I just told him, "Don't you have other things to be doing right now?"
Shouldn't you be
Aren't
focused on something else?
It's 5 o'clock. You said the ceremony starts at 5 on the dot. You know, there's more important things. I felt so called out. It's like, how do you even know I'm not there? And he was just nervous texting everyone because they ended up running late, and so we could get in on time, and everything was fine. But it was just the most brilliant timing of having turned to my husband and like, okay, the ceremony's supposed to be starting now, so when we get there, we're gonna stay in the parking lot because we're polite individuals who don't interrupt weddings. And then immediately my phone went bing.
Hey, are you planning on interrupting our wedding?
Hey, are you here? Are you here yet?
Nice.
No.
Okay.
Why do you need to know where I am? You're doing the marriage thing. It's fine.
Focus. This is the weirdest shirt ever. It may not look incredibly weird, like right now, but once I get it all painted up, it will look
I'm
incredibly
actually kind
weird.
of proud of how this guy's face turned out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Looking good?
It's kind of simple, but it's tidy and simple, which is nice.
Yeah. Mine's not
And
tidy
his
at all.
eyebrows are even.
Even what? I'm fortunate. My guy's hat comes down to his eyebrows. So lucky me. Don't have to paint them. It's all good. JT says Masters is good. A decent one with my Artist Opus brushes, but their own brand, of course. Okay, Ashton said it was laser, but not the type they slice your eye with. Cool. Same boat as Dave. I think I have the starting of glaucoma, but haven't been back to retest since before COVID. Yep, if you get a chance, Jason, head in soon. Hey, Roger. Good to see you. Tim said, I'm glad. My first mini has a lazy eye because my hand wasn't steady enough. One good trick is if you don't like painting both eyes, or you're a little bit worried that they'll have a crazy eye, is just have them winking.
There we go. Tricks the trade.
Yep, just paint a little eyelid in there. Be all good. Okay.
Again, I get some red in there, some yellow. Get my club colors.
Excellent. I'm going to paint... Well, this guy has on the card, he comes with a red cloak. Like a red cape, really. But I think I might try some little detailed brocade work on the outside. Just to give him a little bit extra. Because I'm going fairly standard with everything else. Although I did just realize that his sword belt is it's leather on the outsides, and then it's like gold inlay down the center. So that should be fun. Should be good. Excellent. Oh. James says Blood and Plunder ships are cool. How did I know you'd like those, James? I'm not sure. But you are correct. They are cool. Josh says, eye issues terrify me. Got new glasses last month and have had so much trouble adjusting. Had double vision earlier this week. Had to stay in from work. Ooh. As interstate travel can be difficult blinded. That's true. Oh. Tim says, it's a chibi, so it's like 20% eyes.
Oh, no.
I'd say a little bit more. Maybe 25% eyes. But, yep.
You can still do a winky face on a chibi.
Yeah.
You just have to do a very graphic, like, little swoopy
And do
kind
like
of,
little eyelashes.
Yeah, the little eyelashes.
Yeah. Sure. Hey, Dave. Dave Hummel's joined us. Very cool. Welcome. Everybody, we are painting minis from Firelock Games, their Blood and Plunder game. So we have famous historical pirates. I suspect at some points these pirates were also hysterical. Yelling and screaming, ruthless, inspiring terror.
Very inspiring.
Very inspiring terror. Yep. One of your guys also indomitable. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any special rules?
And bold.
Bold. Fantastic. I think that can be the tough part when you're going with a more historical sort of look, is if the guy had black hair and he's wearing a black hat and has a black shirt, where they all meet at the back can be a little bit tough to define the areas. So I might just not worry about defining the areas. I just leave them. We've got that going on. I get the highlight for the brown. here I'm using a color I haven't used for a while. Desert yellow. So I'm using that as the base for the for his shirt and his little neckerchief. Or the sort of the interior of the shirt. Then I'm also using it to mix into the charred brown for the brown highlights. Just to give it a good, so there's a nice sort of connection across the piece with the neutral colors. I might use a little bit more red in the highlights for his pistol butts in there. That should be good. Cool. Oh, Tim says he submitted his chibi model with the lazy eye, so we might get to see it tonight. That'll be cool. Josh Potter has been painting Iron Warriors while on the road. James says the ships running costs from $30 to $143.
Wow.
Yep, it'll be one of those big ones. Whatever happened to that ship that I painted, Leona? Do you know? Maybe not.
I don't know.
No? Oh well, that's cool.
I'm sorry.
That's cool. But that was
I
early
think
on.
in
That was
the
like
move, it may
late
have...
2017, early 2018
Okay.
when I painted that. Yep. Josh Potter says, "Hotel room Chaos Space Marines are the funds." Yes, painting in a hotel room is definitely a good thing. It's a fun thing to get into. Speaking of that, not sure. I don't think I've told everybody, but I was going to be leaving this Saturday to go to Australia and then spend 2 weeks in hotel quarantine. Sadly, last week I discovered that my flights had been cancelled, which apparently is a pretty common thing at the moment. So I've had to reschedule my trip to Australia for November. So mid-November through to mid-December. So possibly I might be getting in a little bit of hotel room painting as well. But from the other side of the planet. And the fortunate thing about my rescheduled flights is that I don't have 50 plus hours flying all over the world. The downside is I definitely won't get to see the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, that is sad.
It is sad. But to be honest, I think I will get to keep my sanity.
Right.
So that's a pretty good trade-off. Some folks out there are probably going, "Dave, sane, when?" But that is a good thing. So yeah, a bit of a shame. Bad scramble last Friday to look for fresh flights. But that's a thing. So I'll be around here for the next 6 weeks. Just quickly, Jason says, oh, there we go. Dave almost says you have some sanity left. There we go. Where we go? Yeah, James, we don't know where it is, where that ship is, but if you head to probably, well, I'm not sure exactly when, but somewhere in the late 2017, early 2018 of our playlist on YouTube, it'll be there. But Leona is going looking for it as well. So fingers crossed we'll track that down. I think we might have done it over 2 episodes. But Ashlyn says she's working on getting my October project ready. I tracked down a sealed Grenadier orc boss. Oh, very cool. I think, you posted a picture of this in the group. That's definitely a very cool old school mini. Very first mini I ever painted back in 1992. Which is I'm just going to see what 29 years difference makes. Yep. I don't have any of my original minis that I painted. None of them.
None of them?
No.
Did you give them all away, or?
I probably tossed them
Just
at some point. They didn't make the trip across the pond. Well, not the pond, but across the Atlantic. No, Pacific. One of them I'll get right in a minute.
Wherever you were.
Wherever I was. I was in Australia. But they didn't make it. So... Well, the advantage of that, of course, is I can tell everybody they were wonderful. And that my painting has not at all progressed over the last 30 years. Nope, there we go. So, James, if you click on that link, it'll take you through to the ship back in the day. But, Dave Hummel is currently building a Ravenwing Talon Master and 6 land speeders. Whoa. That's a lot of work. Dave, are they the plastic land speeders? The original plastic land speeders? They had a little bit of a warp in them. So when you built them, you had to use rubber bands around the front. Josh Potter says, yay, October is upon us. It is. It starts tomorrow. Jason, more or less layovers? Less layovers. A lot less layovers, which is hooray. Kat. Oh, Kat. Hey, Kat. Good to see you traveling and just got the laptop working. Very cool. Jason says, bring some watercolors and paint the aurora on the hotel window. You can possibly try that. But, they're the plastic. They're the new ones, the newer land speeders, so they don't have the warping issues, hopefully. Yep. I've really not gone back to a land speeder in the last 20 years because of that crazy warping issue. But good to hear that it's all fixed. That's cool. Nice. The one advantage, Gretchen, of being here for the next 6 weeks is that my daughter is taking riding lessons.
Ooh.
Lucy. So, yes, my 9-year-old daughter is taking riding lessons. She had her first riding lesson last night. And she did quite well.
Is she riding English or Western?
I'm not
Is
sure.
it a big saddle or a little saddle?
It's a little saddle.
Then it is probably English.
Okay. Yeah. Her teacher's American, if that helps.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Sorry.
Is
Quickly, I have to
she
find some white paint.
is she expected to eventually learn how to jump or do anything fancy-pantsy?
I think so.
Then it's probably English.
Probably English. Okay. There was no discussion of roping or lassos
Well, it'd
or
be
anything. So
barrel. Typically, young ladies, if they learn Western, ride either Western pleasure or barrel racing.
okay. Yes, I think it's leading towards jumping.
Yeah, that's
So.
English.
Cool.
Most of the competitive things that you can do with horses tend to lean towards English riding.
Okay.
And I think most of the Maryland stuff is popular stuff is English leaning.
Okay. Then let's go with that.
They're both expensive.
So ask me that question again.
Is she riding English or Western?
English. Very
Awesome.
definitely English. So, but no, very cool. She had a great time last night. It was very good. Yeah. Just one lesson a week.
No, that's a good.
Good amount.
It's a good piece, yeah. And she's young, so she'll learn quick.
Yep. So.
Recently learned that the Olympics has horse dancing. You mean dressage?
I think there actually is like a
There is horse dancing, but
yeah,
I
but
think...
they get them to do it on like a Dance Dance Revolution pad. My feet were moving through all of that.
It was-
Thank you. So it's crazy.
Done
crazy
barrel
sleeves.
racing. I have not done barrel race. Well, I
You've done barrel
have
racing?
barrel
Wow.
raced, but not competitively. I have done it with barrels at the riding arena.
Right. As in you've raced around barrels.
I have gone through the motions of what would be expected of me were I to barrel race.
Okay.
But growing up, I was a stable hand, and I did work at the farm in return for being able to ride. So I didn't get to do any competitive anything.
Okay. Yeah, I suspect that's Lucy will want to her first job to be at a stable. I think that's going to be.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite job to date. And I had lots of fun there.
Not painting up a little minute.
This a job?
I
No.
never said, oh, this was just fun hanging out.
They definitely don't pay me here for
Right.
coming here. This is pure, happy mini painting times, obviously.
We'll have to talk to somebody about that. Because you can have fun and get paid.
No, they pay us.
Kind of writing, was it bus car or something else? Equestrian. Oh, that's a heck of an equestrian to ask. Is indeed. Kat says, get her off the horse and then get her on a motorcycle faster and better, except for the dad's heart attacks. Yes, I would like to have 0 heart attacks, please. Yes. I'm not so keen on her getting on a motorcycle. She can decide that later. But Dave Hummel says, finish up for my wife 30 Slaanesh Demonettes, 10 Seekers, 3 Fiends, the Enrapturous, a Hellflayer, the epitome, most of the box of pleasure and pain. I officially hate Slaaneshi models. So I think that's just assembling. Dave was assembling all of those things. So, cool. Josh Bonner says, my stepmom works on an equestrian rescue charity in Florida. Oh, there we go. Hopefully not close to Tiger King. You don't want to have a tiger rescue next to a horse rescue. I wouldn't think. It also says, lots of stuff prepped for basing and primer coats as the temperatures start their slow downturn, only averaging mid-50s. We were just saying before that we were excited that fall was finally here.
Yeah, I'm definitely someone who typically likes summertime better, but I'm kind of excited for fall.
Yeah. I like the almost fall, not middle of summer. So I'm kind of picky.
I just want the weather to be nice. I like the thunderstorms, like in the fire pit out.
See, that sort of stuff is nice, right?
Yeah.
There we painting his mustache on. There we go. Yeah, it looks alright. Should I do his eyes now?
Do it, do it.
Before we get to the end of the show? He has enormous eyeballs. Look how big they are. Look how big they are. So,
Curry, not looking forward to pumpkin spice anything.
that's okay.
I already had a pumpkin spice latte. I'll admit it. I did. I partook. It's not honestly my favorite.
Right.
It has to be like an in moderation when I'm feeling it thing.
Right.
And quite honestly, originally the pumpkin spice latte had pumpkin in it.
Yeah?
And now they've changed it to where it's just like the seasoning. I prefer, if I'm going in for pumpkin, I want the pumpkin flavor. Not
Okay.
just like anything can be cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg. That's just
Sure.
fall spice. That's like a chai latte. That's
Okay.
but yeah.
My wife does a dip. Like it's she does it every fall. It's pumpkin pie filling, like canned pumpkin pie
That sounds
filling,
good.
mixed with
I'm already there.
cream cheese.
Yes.
So you blend it together with cream cheese, and then you eat it with ginger snap cookies.
See, that sounds very good to me.
It's awesome.
That sounds excellent.
It is absolutely
I want
awesome.
pumpkin in my pumpkin spice. If it's just the spice, what's the point of calling it pumpkin spice?
Oh,
Why
you're
is-
right. That was okay. That was a rhetorical question. Right? Okay.
Why is it pumpkin spice and not everything else? Oh, James also says, I just noticed you both use the same method to stabilize your hands.
Oh, right.
I'm not quite sure
Alright.
what that is.
What were we doing? Like the
The
Yeah.
propping our wrists up, I guess.
or just
Yeah.
just anchoring the little finger of our brush hand against.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get shaky hands.
I managed to fix the eye on one side. Now it's taking a little bit more to get the eye on the second side. There we go. That'll do. It's going to be in shadow anyway. How do his eyes look now? They don't look anywhere near as big. They're still probably massive. Like if you were to scale his head up, his eyes would be the size of my glasses lens. I think that's all good.
You can add some little buttons here and there, some little brass buttons.
Sorry. Ashton says, said that. You read that? Jason said, blame Starbucks. For the prices, they should give you a pumpkin pie with the coffee. That'd be nice. A little slice of pumpkin pie.
They
Very
should.
cool.
You're not wrong. They should. I stand by my opinions.
Kat says, where are the mini holders? You missed me, didn't you?
I have the mini holder here. It's too small.
Yeah, the bases, these bases are quite small.
It
so,
slipped out.
sadly. Also in the move and the shuffling, where I think we only found the one regular size one.
And it's
we have a
favored
couple-
by me.
We have a couple of the larger ones, the ones for larger models, but yeah. We'll survive, though. Next up is the gold.
I'm doing a copper color because that's what I found.
Was that?
So I'm doing kind of a copper bronzy color for his saber.
Okay. For like the hilt?
Yeah, I want it to stand out enough to see the shape of it because it has like a nice little shape going on there.
Cool.
It's hiding in like the darker bit shadows.
cool. I have just noticed that it's 8 o'clock.
Is it time?
It's time. Should we look at some minis, Leona?
I think we should.
Yes, we can do that.
Fantastic. Let's look at minis.
Ooh.
So we're looking at minis from the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group. And first up, we have Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. We don't have Aaron Rodgers. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron Roberts. Aaron Roberts is a much better miniature painter than Aaron Rodgers. True story. But Aaron Roberts here with a Black Templar, an Assault Intercessor. So I think Aaron's getting ready for the release of the Black Templars, coming very soon. And very cool Abhor the Witch objective marker there. Looks great. Yeah, looking very cool. Lots of fantastic miniatures that have just been shown off recently by Games Workshop. Great reimaginings of older characters, which look fantastic. Hopefully we'll be able to paint some of those in the future. We should take a look at that. But awesome work there, Aaron. It looks great. Particularly that running forward and jumping off that rock. Very cool.
That's spooky.
Very spooky. Those hands are awesome. They look great,
Getting into the Halloween spirit.
Yeah. I love the all of those little patches of they look like the skin's been bitten off or just
eaten
torn
away
off.
by something.
Yeah.
Like, or blistered.
It's got that great and they're starting to turn, they're starting to go rotten. But just the black on the fingernails as well.
Yeah.
Super disgusting art. That looks very cool.
Delightfully gross.
Yep, nicely done. Oh, just quickly, Jason asks, how does he keep the candles lit? Talking about Aaron's Space Marine. I think they have little, they're actually not wax candles. They're just sort of made to look like it. There's a little light and a little fan flickering the piece of fabric. I'm saying he got them from the Halloween store, the Spirit Halloween store. But yeah, you've done a great job on these. They look very cool. Lovely work. Leona. Excellent, thank you. Oh, Ashlyn has painted up. No worries. Has painted up her Hospitalia. Very cool there.
Ooh.
I like that you've chosen a different color for the armor, which makes sense. I think the order. So with the Sisters of Battle, they're all separated into different orders. So the order Hospitalia is a different one to the regular Battle Sisters that Ashlyn's been painting. But yeah, looking very cool. Loving that everything just really beautifully framed her face there. A nice choice of the red hair against the green armor. Looking great, and lots of fun on that little text on the on all those scrolls. Excellent stuff. Great work all around. Excellent. Chris Cox has painted up Boba Fett from Star Wars Legion. Looking great there. Instantly recognizable. Just cool, just that color combination.
Yeah.
I think if you were to see it anywhere else in those in that sort of balance, you even just paint squares of it. Immediately, people would look and go,
know.
Boba Fett.
And he has the new series coming out too.
Oh yeah,
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty crazy. Very interesting to see. I think Chris has done a great job here. I love particularly love the chipping on the green armor. Yeah, it looks very cool. Nice work, Chris. Oh, Chris Gorka also painting something from Star Wars. So Lando Calrissian. Looking great. I love that kind of the off-white, almost like that pale grey for his cape. Looking very nice. Of course, that vibrant blue for the pants. Looking great. Nice work, Chris. Excellent. Oh, Clayton Goddard's been painting some demons. So these are flamers, I think. Flamers of Zinch.
Ooh.
So just...
I love seeing that lime green.
Yep. It's very cool, isn't it? Those are the flames kind of bursting out of the backs and out of their hands. And I think they actually like breathe flame.
That's cool.
To, as their attack. But yeah, definitely looking good. I'm loving that transition from the lime green up to the white. Looks great. Oh, Clive Mills. He's painting up a WizKids Chimera. This is looking great.
Ooh.
I love the chimeras with that dark, sort of deep red skin to the face.
Yeah.
Just makes it feel really super angry. I'm a terrible mutant creature, and I'm gonna tear your head off. It's got that feel to it.
With the nice eyebrows that match the mane and stuff too, so you can see how angry he is.
Yeah, that's also cool. Yes, the face is super flushed, but the eyebrows never change. Yeah, definitely cool there. I love the highlighting as well on that orange yellow mane. A great job there, Clive. Looks really nice. Very cool. Oh, Dylan is painting up a mini from Warhammer Underworlds. So this is Hawthorne? Not Hawthorne. Not Hawthorne. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, this is a fantastic ogre warband from Warhammer Underworlds. Dylan's done a great job there. I love the work on the Sabertusk, which is the creature there. That pale blue looks really nice, and I love the so you got the pale blue, you've got the darker blue on the or blue grey on the fur or the hair along the back, but then the black, that dark grey, there's that patterning on the back there. Looks very cool. Lovely piece of detail. Looking really nice there, Dylan. Good work. Oh, Gavin Williams. First attempt at Ralderon. Who is Ralderon?
Someone cool.
Someone cool. Yeah. Very obviously a Blood Angel, but I must have missed this guy. I think he might be from Forge World and Games Workshop's recent Blood Angel releases, but I missed this guy. He looks very cool. Very neat. And it looks like he's wiping some blood off that blade.
Well, you got to take care of your sword.
Much like my dude's doing. But Gavin's chosen, because he's got all that red armor, red blood would have kind of blended in a little bit. So I'm liking the purple you've got going on there. Must have been a demon. But no, he looks very cool. Looks very focused as well. Look at that. Kind of focused look. But yeah, nice work, Gavin. Looks cool. Oh, James, I did this for a gift, and I do more than just ships. That's very cool. I think I was beginning to wonder, James, but yeah, nice work there on this model. You have to let us know in the chat what this model is and where it's from. So I love that sort of eagle flying over the top, and I'm assuming that the tail is connected to the back of the hair there. Looking very good. And I love that little hint of blue in there. It's good balance for the orange of the that's in the browns there. And yeah, excellent. I hope the recipient was very happy. Nice work, James. Oh, Jason's been painting up a stone or an earth elemental. It looks great. Very nice. I saw this on the in the group, and it definitely looks good. Somebody pointed out they love that it's got the tufts. Not only the tufts of grass are on the ground, but also over the model as it goes up, as if it's just sort of lifted itself up out of the ground. Yeah, definitely give that great feeling.
Like that stone, not the stone,
Like the crystal.
Yes. Thank you for knowing words.
No worries, and knowing the words that you were thinking of using.
That's right. Read my mind, Dave.
No, actually, I was going to comment on the crystals next as well. But yeah, that nice little, this is like a subtle teal kind to it. But yeah, it's not overwhelming, but it's.
But it definitely
Gives it
looks like
extra.
they sparkle. Like you wouldn't notice them at first, and then as he would move, it would just catch the light just enough to get that kind of.
Yep, I think you are
effect.
correct. Nice work, Jason. Looks great. Excellent. Oh, and Jason's been showing this off in the group, talking about a number of different things. I posted a link back to the episode where we painted the bone eaters,
Oh yeah.
and you did that beautiful work on the sort of the undead or disgusting flesh kind of thing. Just as a suggestion for Jason. But yeah, I think this has come out really nice, Jason. I think you've done a great job on it. I like the mix of the green and the sort of the pale flesh. It's looking really good. And because the pale flesh and the green have got that yellowish tinge to them, works really nicely with that purple of the magic on the base. But yeah, looking really good, Jason. Very cool. Excellent stuff. Oh, Jason Sutton has painted up a church terrain piece. I guess Jason downloaded this from Thingiverse.
Ooh.
So, yep, definitely looks cool.
That little glow from inside of the church.
Yep. I wonder if that's.
If it's actual glow versus painted glow.
Oh no, I think I'm wondering if there's if it's illuminated inside the church or if it's coming through like a back window or a side window kind of thing. But yeah, looking very cool. I think you could use this for fantasy setting. You could use it for historical setting. Yeah. Nice work, Jason. Looks great. Oh, Josh Edwards has painted up a war stomper from Age of Sigmar. These models are huge. They're like maybe it's tall, maybe a little bit taller than your Storm Giant.
Definitely has as
Or
many
Frost Giant.
details
Frost Giant,
going
you
on
did.
there.
Yeah. Yep.
So many
Definitely loads of
details.
So many details. Yeah, it looks fantastic. But I think Josh's done an excellent job here. I love the love that skin, and I love the damage around the eye. It's a really great detail that you've pulled out really well, and getting that bit of a bruising look, and then the deeper trauma in there. Looks great, and I love the fur around the collar too. Really nice, sort of subtle, but there's a lot of contrast there, but it's not too stark or anything. That's great. Nice work. Hope it plays well for you on the battlefield. Oh, Josh Mushel has painted up this awesome dragon. That's very cool. Which dragon is this? Where's this from?
It's a nice dragon.
Is this a WizKids dragon?
I like how
It might be.
it's more slinky than you normally see with
Yeah,
dragons.
yeah.
It's very lithe, very like that looks like a speedy dragon. That's
Yeah.
a fast dragon right there.
That is. It is definitely a fast dragon. Yeah, you're right. I think it's still got doesn't completely have the barrel chest that a lot of the dragons that we've painted recently have.
Yeah.
But it's still quite big in that area, but it's not big. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely sleek. Looks super cool. I think, your dry brushing work on the scales is really good. You've done an excellent job there, Josh. Nice one. Looks cool. Oh, JT, another version of Kargarth. My Comet Lord minis. Kargarth. Is that Kargarth from... Is this from a video game?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is it the Lord? Is it like God of War? I'm wondering. I don't know.
It has a vibe. I feel like it's part of something.
Right.
But that doesn't narrow it down.
No.
No.
In fact, it opens it right up.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft?
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
See, it was part of something.
It was part of something.
We were
You
on
were
the-
you
we were on the
you
path.
were correct. Yes, you were at the start of the path. It could be any of these things, and by anything I mean the
Something.
universe. But no, I think JT, you've done a great job here as well. I love the work on the armor
And the face markings.
the tattoos and the wall paint, whatever it is. Yeah, definitely cool. And the gems as well.
Also, I want to say
shoulder there
the
and all
blending
this.
on his head as like a bald mini.
Right. Yep.
I feel like it's very smooth and still has skin texture.
Sure.
And I feel like it's really easy to just like slap one color on and be like, I'm
Yep.
done because he's bald. But
Yep.
the whole thing looks like skin.
Yeah, there's a slight translucence to it,
Mm-hmm.
like skin has.
Oh, it's a Horus Heresy character.
Horus Heresy character? Oh my goodness.
I don't know what that
Down
is.
here. I feel like I'm so out of touch. So out
I'm
of touch.
sorry.
No. Oh no, I think JT was saying that about
Somebody else?
the Blood Angel previously.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Raldauren. Okay.
But yep. Excellent work, JT. It looks great. Oh, Justin has painted up this crazy dryad. Wonder where this is from. It does not look like a Games Workshop model. Dryad,
It does not.
But yeah, I think they've done a very cool job here. It's almost
pretty.
luminescent, isn't it?
Yeah,
green.
like it's a very like spirit. Like it feels like she's really just like coming out of the tree, like in a spiritual, especially with like the eyes
Yep.
being white, like she's glowing out of the tree.
It's almost like as if you're watching an episode of like Ghost Hunters, and they go around the corner, and there she is.
And it kind of also reminds me of the Hercules nymphs,
Okay.
because they were very bright colored in comparison to like the trees and stuff. Like they still had very naturey colors, but they were so much more vibrant than the trees that they would turn into. I don't know. Leona, do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Yeah, that's right. Leona does.
Yep.
This is the Hercules, the
The animated
one?
Disney one.
The Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that, especially at the very beginning.
I think it's funny that I was sitting there going, "Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you realized that you
I
saw
was like,
straight
it's
through
fine.
it.
Ask your children, Dave.
Yeah.
They'll know.
Except they're too young. Like
are
they
too young.
missed. They don't.
Why would we watch that
the
old show?
old Disney anymore.
Rude. I mean, I'm gonna let my kids watch old Disney and not tell them it's old. My favorite Disney movies were like the Robin Hood from the 70s. That was one of my favorites. Aristocats, that was, I think, came out in the 1970s as well, actually. Might have even been the 60s. The Aristocats and Robin Hood came out.
Aristocats was 1970.
Yeah.
Was Robin Hood, the animated Robin Hood, really in the 70s?
It might have been even in the 60s.
Robin Hood was 1973.
Yes!
Wow. That's when I was
And
born.
like Peach Dragon was
I just assumed it
1977.
was later. It felt like
No.
later.
Yeah.
Okay. Timeless classic.
Wasn't it?
Timeless classic.
It is.
There
It
we
really
go.
is.
Moving
It's
on.
my favorite.
Anyway.
Oodalali. Golly, what a day. Anyways.
Justin, I think you've done an excellent job with that.
Gary also
that
goes
colour.
Oodalali.
Excellent. Excellent. No, did a great job here, and I also particularly love the the greenery on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Just those the little vines that are starting to shoot out from the tree. Looking good. Nice one, Justin. Thank you. Carly has painted up this excellent Death Guard Plague Marine. Great. Normally, the Death Guard greens that a lot of people use, myself included, are quite desaturated.
Mm-hmm.
So having the really vibrant, almost fluorescent green on there, and mixing that in with more of that teal kind of feel, is just really switched it up, giving it a great look there. Very unique. Excellent work there, Carly. Looks great. Nice one. Oh, Kelsey has finished Indrasta.
That mini, whenever I look at it, looks
Yep.
so much bigger until I look at her hand.
Oh, right. You always feel that it's like much like a toy,
Like a, yeah,
like a
not like a toy, but like a larger mini.
Right.
It feels
Okay.
like it's like it would be one of the larger minis, just because of how much detail is in the sculpt and how all the basing and that kind of
Yep.
stuff. And then I see her hands, and I'm like, wow, she painted a lot of detail very cleanly on something very small.
yeah. No, Kelsey's done an excellent job here. Indrasta is taller than most like human-sized models, but regardless, like Kelsey has done an excellent job here. I love the work. I love the blue glow on the eyes. I love the feather texture.
I love the
that is
feather
painted
texture.
there as well. But I think it's going to sound weird, but my favorite thing is are those steps.
They look really good.
Yep, they got that beautiful slimy, loopy, slick. Like you got to be very careful standing on those.
And the little well-placed skull, too.
Oh yeah.
Everything your eye just gets drawn up the steps, up to the mini, where the mini is, up through the wings.
Yep.
It's just all done very well. It all works together very, very well.
Yep, definitely. Excellent job there, Kelsey. Nice work. Oh wow, that's cool. So on the left is a piece of artwork with a World Eater Terminator against I guess an Imperial Fist. I'm not sure, but yeah, Michael's done an excellent job here with recreating that piece of artwork in miniature. Great work. That looks super cool. I love so much about this. I think one of my favorite things is the teeth around that frame the face.
Mm-hmm.
So that face is, that helmet is there, in there, nice and dark. The teeth around that look great, and the gold on the shoulder pad trim. Is that a World Eater, or is it a Carcharodon? I could be wrong. The Carcharodon are the space sharks.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, it's Tiberius, the Red Wake, Carcharodon. My bad. Thank you very much. That's a Mantis Warrior. I'm terrible. It's the colors. Colors on the monitor. That's what I'm going to blame. Not at all my glaucoma-ridden eyes. Changes the whole story. Actually, it doesn't. It's a big bad dude facing down a smaller bad dude. But no, that was great, Michael. Excellent job there. Nice one. That's Leona moving on swiftly so I didn't embarrass myself further.
That's what Leona's here for.
She is. Got my back.
One job, keep us from being embarrassing. She's not paid enough, and it's really hard.
It is really tough. Man, we've got a lot of minis tonight. Mike Ledoux, Killer Boss for the Cruel Boy Oryx. Again,
We got a lot of minis,
yeah, that's cool.
so I thought it would be fun to look at them.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
Yeah?
good. I'm enjoying it.
Say, my favorite bit so far on that is that blue glow down at the bottom.
Oh, blue on the shoulder pad?
Yeah, like
Yep.
the shiny, like, it almost, like, I don't know.
It's got that
just
blue
really-
metallic look. That's what
Yeah.
you're attracted to, isn't it? The
It is.
shiny.
I'm like a magpie.
Yep.
I see a blue shiny thing, and I'm like, yes.
Definitely cool. No, you're right. It is great. I'd love to see this turned a little bit so we can see more of the shield. with that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they called it. It might be Scare Shield or something like that. Because I want to see those yellow eyes sat in that red face. But yeah, looking good. I'm enjoying the corrosion that Mike's done around on the more sort of bronzy, brassy looking pieces. With that little verdigris kind of look. But yeah, looking great there, Mike. Very nice. Excellent. Oh, Drew. Drew has painted a Drow Warlock. Very nice.
That glow around the eyes is done so well. It's
say.
subtle, but it's...
Yeah. And you see the connection with the right
fist,
hand there?
Yeah.
Right hand.
Also, are those trees, is that a pattern that was already on the mini, or was that free-handed?
I
Because
think
they don't look super textured.
I think it was already on the mini. I could be wrong, but it does look great. I mean,
Yeah, it blends right in.
Yeah, that's super. Talking about like detailed painting, going along and painting that, and highlighting that, is a lot of work. But yeah, Drew's done an excellent job there. Particularly when you know that model's only 1 inch tall.
Wow.
Because Drew only paints 1 inch heroes. But no, excellent work there, Drew. Looks great. Oh, Philip Dickerson painted a model from the Sisters Battle range. This is Morven Val, I think. But yeah, it looks fantastic. I'm loving the use of the blue, purple, and red.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping everything together, but also as it arcs through, it's like mostly, so from that blue on the blade through mostly purple to the red. So, because the red and blue would be on either side of the purple on the color wheel. It's a really nice job there. And that the green static flock on the base is a perfect choice going against that red. That red's nice and saturated, and got that nice sort of saturated green, but when you spread it out like that, kind of softens it a bit. But yeah, looks great. She looks awesome, Philip. Very nice. Ooh. Sebastian's working on a diorama. It's a crazy swamp diorama, I think. One of those.
It definitely looks swampy.
Yep. Yeah, looking very cool there. It's like a path through the middle of a swamp, isn't it?
A little bit. Is that the safe path, or is it a trap?
It's a trap. It's always a trap. You see it.
Never use the safest path.
No.
Always.
Well, it's getting smaller as you go along, and that's not just perspective there.
Mm-hmm.
It's being set up for an ambush. But no, coming on nicely, Sebastian. Looking forward to see the end result and seeing the story that's being told here. Yeah, nice work. Oh, Steve Nevleff. Malifaux Rail Workers, Mayfang's Nightmare Crew. Fantastic. So I think it's great. I'm loving the rainbow of colors across them.
Yeah.
They got a very vibrant kind of feel. I know when I've been painting Malifaux stuff, I tend to stick to a little more drab, more neutral sort of colors. So yeah, whenever I see Malifaux, when I was painted up with that bright yellow and the purple and the.
I like it because
left.
it reminds me of like critters that use bright colors to say they're dangerous.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, spot on.
Like there's something about in a setting that is stereotypically described as or portrayed as being kind of dreary in coloration, seeing a character enter that scene very vibrant.
Yep.
I feel like it always shows a sense of confidence in that character.
Yep. No, I think you're right.
Like, oh wow, this bad guy is either going to be really bad or talks a lot.
Yep. You'll get the monologue of your life.
Yeah, one or the other. Either they're gonna
completely silent or talking a lot. Yeah, no, exactly. Completely right. Stephen, you've done a great job there. They look
whatever
awesome.
they are, they're not afraid.
Yeah. Excellent color choices. Thomas has painted up a pumpkin scarecrow. Picked it up at ReaperCon.
I love its mouth. The way it's just.
All right. Yep. Yep. It's got a bit of a I think the way the eyes are set, it's got a bit of a frog feel to it.
A little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Rather than having the mouth sort of normal jack-o'-lantern sort of placement,
Yeah, underbite.
it is up there, and it's got the. You could do that for a Halloween party. You could have the top part set back, and then have something.
That'd be cool.
Some sort of finger food in there. That you reach in, and you got to make sure you don't get eaten by the jack-o'-lantern. But no, that was very cool. I think all the comments we made about Stephen's pieces, the color comments, apply to this as well. That looks very cool. And I think having that nice little touch of green. That's cool. Sorry. It sounded like I'd finished. I'd paused slightly too long. Sorry, you missed that last comment. No, actually, I was going to say the green, those little green crystals on the base. Just really set it all off as well.
Spooky.
Excellent. Now it looks great. Nice work, Thomas. Pause for effect. Transition. Nice. Oh, here we go. Yep. Timothy Bowers. Acadia Quest Orc. Yep. Definitely that chibi kind of look. Well, you didn't say it was an orc. Orcs can their eyes.
Yeah, I was expecting like a cutesy little anime something or another. Like, yay.
But
I feel like you can get away with it with the orc. I would make it intentional. I would go back and make the other one even bigger.
Yep.
Like, maybe he has a concussion. He beats things up. Who knows? It's a story.
Exactly. But no, I think it looks great. I just love like big yellow eyes in any sort of thing, be it an orc or what have you. I'm loving the work on the fur, so that that wash over the fur.
Looks thick.
Yep. It is well placed. Have you put a gloss varnish over this, Tim? You'll have to let us know. Gloss varnishes are the best for protecting models. I'm more of a matte varnish kind of person, but you can also throw that over the top of a gloss varnish. But if you're going to be using a model a lot for board gaming or even for wargaming, a gloss varnish will give you a really solid protection. But yep, excellent work there, Tim. And this was your first model? You'd let us know.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even have guessed.
Yep. Oh, Jason, you went there. Said, is the horse going to sink? And I was talking about the diorama, Sebastian's diorama. I hope not. I hope it isn't going to be that.
Timothy says, yes, I put gloss and then put matte over everything but the metal.
Okay, cool. Cool thing. And yes, first model. Excellent. Now immortalized on the internet.
It's okay, so is mine. You can find my first model was the first episode I was on painting Happy Little Minis.
Excellent.
Just here
That's
you
cool.
go, kid.
Paint this. What's this all about? Excellent. Great work. That's with him. Oh, and there we go.
And we're back.
We're at the end.
Woohoo!
Cool. Oh, Tim says Betsy is a great teacher. Definitely. Cool. Okay. Oh, Dave Holman said, I did not paint this week. Too busy building stuff. And James, so James' model that he painted up as a gift, it was an Indian shaman from Reaper. So, very cool. Cool stuff. Nice. Okay, and I just realized as well, I brought in something to show.
Ooh, what did
A little
you
bit
bring
of show
in?
and tell. So, if you don't mind, there's another big week for Dickerson Miniatures in these folders here. Yeah, I might do that. And I might paint water there. So these folders, oh no, it's really envelopes that are labeled 1, 2, and 3, which you can't quite see because my camera's on the other side.
I'm sorry,
You're good. Let's move it over. Are printouts of the art of books.
Oh.
So they're all laid out. 2 out of the 3 are fully edited. So pretty exciting. But we have. There we go. Show the camera there. So that's the first page, and
That looks great.
yeah. So
It's
this
a
one
sneak
is
peek.
sneak peek indeed. I think this is the one that Leona backed.
Yeah, it is.
And pledged for this one.
Yep. Yeah, it was that one. I was thinking about that. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's the one I'm going to get. I'm excited.
So some very cool stuff there. This is one of my favorite spreads.
Wow, yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So Anna runs the Gardens of Hecate blog. Sorry. Let's have a look at that. But Anna loves taking scenic shots in their minis. And so we've got loads of great scenic shots in there. Always come back to that piece. It's an awesome piece of terrain. Nice.
What's behind door number 2, Dave?
What's behind door number 2? The art of Christoph Kyle. Now, Christoph does a lot of sci-fi stuff, a lot of 40k based stuff, but a lot of kit bashing, which is something that I really love to do. But we both have a very different approach to it, so which is why I wanted to have get Christoph in a book. But so here he has a bit of a Rembrandt-y kind of self-portrait there. But sorry, I'll get this going.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of great
They look great.
mini stuff there. Yep. So very excited. Looks great on camera.
It really does.
It's better than real life. Check out that. Check out that piece. Yep. So that backdrop there. That's a piece of equipment. So Christoph works in a blacksmith foundry.
Oh, wow.
And that's a piece of equipment in the foundry. This model is normally it's 75 millimeters tall, so it's probably pictured twice actual size. But yeah, just very cool. Some busts there. Some of these sculpted. Oh, check out this. Oh, show this quickly. Christoph sculpted that bust himself, which is pretty sweet. And did a cool diorama of, this is an homage to the cover of Warhammer 40k 3rd edition. But yeah, lots of awesome stuff in there. That's
Door
behind
number
door number
3.
3.
Door number 3.
Is actually volume number 1. So I'm excited. We've been working really hard on these for the last 4 or 5 months. And so hopefully next week, maybe the week after, I'll get to send all the files off to the printers. They can be well underway. So the Miniature Monthly book is Aaron Lovejoy, who is here, Elizabeth Beckley, who's here, and Matt DiPietro, who's here. But yeah, it sort of runs through their origin story, some of Aaron's early work for trying to win Golden Demons, army painting, some of the army painting that he's done, all sorts of bits and pieces. He's done a lot of studio work for Dark Sword Miniatures and Shadows of Brimstone. We showed these on the episode.
We did.
When we were painting up the Bone Eaters. Check out this piece.
That, just the lighting.
Yep.
That is
Well, the super cool thing, right, is that so the mini itself, Voldemort here and Nagini, are from Night Models from their Harry Potter game. Everything else is 3D sculpted by Aaron.
That's
Like
cool.
digitally sculpted and then printed
That's
and painted.
cool.
Amazing stuff. So super cool. Then we've got Elizabeth. Elizabeth does some fantastic work. In here we're talking about composition, and we're talking about colors. Where the colors work. So green at the top here, and it comes down in a curve, and then nested in there is a sort of the reddish, pale burgundy, and then the teal blue through there. So lots of cool stuff in there, things like that. Elizabeth has a thing where her she doesn't paint complete miniatures for fun. She if she wants to paint something for fun, she just grabs a mini off her shelf and works on it. So she has a shelf of work in progress kind of pieces. The shelf of unfinished minis. So this is a selection of her unfinished minis we show, which is pretty cool. And then Matt's stuff. Matt goes into some awesome work talking about coloured undertones and different painting approaches and styles, and these awesome pirates and all sorts of cool stuff. So beautiful work. Very excited. I was so excited I had to bring it in and show them off. Yay. So yeah,
Congrats,
hopefully I'll
Dave.
be able to get those off to the printers in the next week or two, and which will hopefully mean that by April next year they'll be available to order
Awesome.
through Alliance
That'll be
Distributors,
good.
which will be really nice. I say April, giving it plenty of time because international shipping right now is
Is like woo.
crazy. But yeah, looking nice. Looking good.
They look awesome.
Oh. Yep. Oh, Dave Holmes says, oh, I know what those are. Just backed all three just based on Dave's last two books. Two book projects. JT says, that's the one I'm getting. Oh, I don't know which one that is. I'm going to guess that it's Christoph's book because you like painting 40K stuff. And Ashlyn says, cool beans. Thank you. Yeah, really very excited. It's been one of those things where when I started the project, I had a vague idea of what I wanted the books to look like. But working with the artists, and the things that have supplied have really solidified the vision. So they're all very different, but there's a similar feel to the books, if you know what I mean. I guess the aesthetics of the design, the layout, the aesthetics of the layout are similar, but the content is quite different. Of course, it is all miniatures based, so that's another consistent feature. But yeah, very excited. I'm lining up for the next project, which I think will go to Kickstarter probably in January or February, which is going to be the Painting Dungeons book with Jeff Hall.
JT says, gotta run for Thursday night football. See you guys next week.
See you next week, JT. Thanks for joining us.
I forget sports is happening.
Yeah. It's always happening. I'm not sure if it's true anymore in the times of COVID, but pre-COVID in the US, there were only 2 days of the year when there wasn't a professional sport, like a major professional sporting event happening.
Oh, wow.
So if
I
you look at
believe that.
so Major League Baseball, National League, or National Hockey League, NBA, and the NFL, there was always there was a game on every day,
It's
except
always
for
something with us.
yeah, the day before and the day after the All-Star game for baseball. A little bit of
I forget
completely
that
useless
baseball
trivia.
is so popular in other countries.
All right, yep. Super popular in Japan.
It is. And I completely forget, and then I remember, and I'm like, huh,
How about that?
that's fun.
That's a thing. Yep.
Really like how this dude is coming out.
Yeah. It's looking quite cool. I think that that yellow and red on the shoulder there, it looks really cool. Yeah, against the black, it's just pops nicely. Looking good.
The other day, I mentioned to my roommate I currently have in my house that I missed doing sporty things.
Okay.
To which they replied, "Aren't you part of a club that does that?"
I'm part of a club that does sporty things.
I was like, yeah. I was meaning it in the context of like high school stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I
right,
was
yeah.
like, man, I miss sports clubs. And they're like, aren't you in a sports club? And I was like, yes. That means nothing. But we're not doing any, like, tournaments are just coming back. And I'm not, like, in tournament shape or anything currently.
Right.
Because of COVID and breaking my foot and whatnot. I just haven't been training as hard as I previously have. So I was like, oh man, the call of sports. I don't of competitive nature. I don't know.
Right.
Which is funny because I don't particularly do any other sports at all. I am really competitive though.
Right. Okay.
And I don't like watching other sports really. I like doing sports. I don't like watching sports.
Okay, you don't like being in the sports.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you don't like watching sports you're not involved in.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't just watch them for fun. I want to be involved. I don't.
Right.
I don't want to sit on the sidelines. I want to do. Or at least I have to know someone who's doing it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm invested, I get really caught up. I'm like, yeah. Like,
Right.
like if any of you do a sport, I will cheer with my whole heart, my whole chest. I'm like, yeah. I'm invested in a single sport for today. Win.
Nice. Well, I can let you know now. You don't need to worry about that with me.
Show up at any of your mini tournaments and just be like, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe minis. I guess that counts, right?
Like, I mean, it's competitive.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Not the way I play.
James says motorsports is what I like, and I can't do them anymore. Aw.
No. Boo.
No. That's no fun. There's something uniquely frustrating about not being able to do something a sport that you enjoy doing.
Yeah. Definitely. Where? I don't know if I'm... Leona.
Yeah.
My camera... Yeah, here we go.
Sorry.
That's okay.
For a minute, it was centered.
It was over there.
And then you
Yeah.
changed it.
So you're saying it's my fault?
No.
Well, no. Like, you'd be completely correct. But, yes. I'm not going to get time to paint the brocade on his cape. No
That's
worries.
sad.
I'm very pleased with how this little
Sad
guy
day.
came out. I like this guy's little face.
Yeah.
he has a good little face. You can't really see it.
Is it
on
inspiring?
There.
Is it
I think
very
it is.
inspiring?
I think it is. I look at this face and I'm like, this man won't lead me anywhere wrong.
Oh, he will.
This is not the face of a pirate. This is the.
I'm gonna have to
Just a
look
good
him up and send you the Wikipedia link.
Probably horrible, man.
You can find out what he did.
Horrible things, I imagine.
No doubt. No doubt.
God's blessing or the devil's luck. I don't. Whatever he did, it must be very inspiring. Oh, here it says what very inspiring is. Very inspiring. All friendly units within the command range of this commander may re-roll any failed rally test results.
Okay.
Right. Broadside exclamation mark is all artillery fired during this commander's activation are fired simultaneously. Hence, it all counts as the same ranged attack, and all dice for the shoot test are rolled simultaneously. This may increase the chances of scoring critical hits.
That's exactly the same as my rule.
Why do I get an exclamation mark there?
Just lucky, I guess. Maybe it's required
is the
for
devil's luck?
It's required for the Dutch printing. Maybe it's not as exciting when Francois Lolonaise do it.
He's just not as... He's just... Oh.
Not as flamboyant.
Yeah, he's just tired.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, terror! At the beginning of a battle, all enemy units must take a resolve test on 1d10. If the test is failed, that unit gains 1 fatigue. So they start off a little bit wary, not willing to rush forward against
With
Francois.
a name like Francois.
Francois. It's all good. I would have just enough time to highlight this red.
Yeah, James, don't do things that might kill you. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's highly unrecommended.
Agreed. Oh, I gotta tell you, this burnt red,
Yeah?
not tasting too good tonight. I might need to shake it a little bit more.
What if you add like
Pumpkin spice.
extract? What if you add pumpkin spice?
I don't know.
Like the flavor ones that you get for cakes
Okay.
at like Michael's.
So make everything taste vanilla.
Yeah, but they have other flavors. They have lavender. They have lemon. They have rose. They have mint.
Mint? Okay. Let's go with mint and vanilla.
Dave says, you know it's bad when Dave can tell a paint is not mixed properly by the taste.
Yep. It's not a good spot to be in. Let me get a paint band around his hat. Oh dear. And of course in doing that, I end up painting it up over onto the hat.
My friend who enjoys fighting Saber but hates pirates is going to be like, why did you give him our colors?
Why? Why?
Like, it's fine. Imagine he's someone else. I don't know who he is. I'm not a pirate aficionado.
No. Be nice and big and bold with the
Cat
red
says, well,
highlights,
I am back, traveling with no people, almost no technology, but a whole lot of furry friends who are no help with finding a signal.
There's a story in there. Story. Who are the furry friends? Why can't they help you with a signal? But we're glad you're back. Okay. Almost there. How's he looking? Is it almost done?
I think mine's done. I think he's good to go.
You painted the base as well.
I did.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, he did wear. I put him in black.
Right. So you wanted it to stand out from that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I do agree. I like the yellow and the red. I feel like even though I didn't necessarily choose more colors than what he had on his little card,
Right.
I like the colors better.
You chose better colors.
I did. They're a little bit more flashy. They're a little.
Cool.
They're just better colors. They're my group's colors, so they're better automatically.
Right. Automatically. Yep.
But I like his face. His face turned out really well. Gave him like rosy cheeks. He looks
wow,
he looks
yeah.
really
He does
friendly,
look
doesn't
good.
he look friendly?
Yeah, he does. Especially you can see it.
Like his eyes are facing the right direction. His eyebrows are even. He has rosy cheeks.
Excellent.
Kat says no story for a couple of weeks, but then.
Oh.
Gary says, "Is that the 5-minute bell? We didn't used to have one of those, but maybe."
No. Sorry. That was my daughter's school texting.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Particularly at 9 o'clock at night. It's like, oh.
Exciting.
Not sure about that.
Yeah. I need to check that out.
I want to see if you can see his rosy cheeks.
You can kind of see the rosy cheeks.
Yep.
You can actually, yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
there
I'm
he
almost
goes. He
there,
looks
almost
sharp.
there.
He looks
He
good.
looks so good. I love him.
We don't need to know what horrors he's done. We can
Oh,
just
yeah, good point.
we can just pretend that he's a good guy. It's fine.
He's not.
Shh.
No,
That's
that's
his
great.
evil twin. That's this is Piet.
Hien.
Yeah, Pien.
Piet Hain.
Piet
Yeah,
Hain.
it's fine. It's good.
Oh, sorry. Just one last thing.
This is but a friendly cosplayer. It's
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, it's Ren Fair time, so.
Kat says, "Good. Someone else heard the bell. I thought it was just in my head." You know, the other day I was driving with my husband in the car, and we heard what sounded like whale. Well, I heard what sounded to me like whale sounds being broadcast,
Okay.
and I was, yeah, exactly. Like there is, it's strange when that happens, and because we were on the highway, and I was driving, and I was trying really hard not to be like I was like listening, trying to figure out where it's coming from, and then finally, I'm like it can't. Like, I can't be the only one. Like, guys, you notice any weird sounds? Kind of, like, sound like the ocean, but, like, from an old speaker? My husband's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, good. Thank goodness.
Excellent.
Thank goodness. All right. We are on the same page. Weird whale sounds. All right. No idea where they came
Oh my
from.
goodness, that mustache looks terrible. Terrible.
They look
No, it looks
fantastic. Okay.
Sorry, I just have to fix it up. Missed like.
Oh, Kat says, "Husband, when did this happen?" It happened a while ago.
Well, not a while ago.
Not a while ago, but apparently in the month that we haven't seen you.
There we go.
I just love how his eyebrows came out. How can he be evil with those eyebrows?
As an eyebrow aficionado. There we go. That mustache looks better now.
That looks better.
Yep. I'm glad I got the gloss varnish on the blood as well.
So glad
Yeah.
their facial
See,
hairs.
see how crazy the shirt is? Like, so he has that like black
Oh, he has
overshirt.
like the Lance
and a
Connect thing
slash.
where they have the slashes. Yeah.
But it's just one slash there and then two on the forearm. I'm wondering if it was like somebody actually just went and cut it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wonder.
Maybe there's a story about him. We'll have to look it up. But
Or maybe
excellent.
it's fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's French. I
Fantastic.
think they ended up looking pretty
I
good.
think they did.
Good choices.
Nice work, everybody.
Woo.
Done.
So yeah, exciting news. We are finally going to get the things in for our 2,000 member giveaway,
Oh, fantastic.
which people voted, and that is mini painting supplies. So
Okay.
it just took me a little bit to get that all together. So make sure you look for that in the Facebook group if you are not already a part of that. And we will also, my hope is next week to start off with Orktober. I was inspired by Ashlyn, so we have some orcs from our epic encounters.
You know, I think it's been a while since we've painted orcs.
It has. Yep.
I thought
Yeah.
we could paint some of those again
Yep.
in
Sounds like a plan.
celebration. So, yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
good stuff. Wanted to let everybody know about that update.
Excellent.
All right, then. Well, that is our show today. You got a little card. Does it stay? Can you get it? Perfect.
Awesome.
That is our show today. Join us next week to paint some orcs at the beginning of October. And paint your own orcs and put them up so that we can have orcs to look at.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah.
Paint lots of green skins.
All the different ways to be green.
Yep.
What's the song Kermit sings?
Yeah.
It's hard
not-
being green.
It's not easy being green.
It's not easy being green. I almost had it.
Yes.
I had the parody version for painting Happy Little Minis.
Somewhere close to the rainbow. One of his other favorite hits.
I'll add it to the list of songs that need to be made for a Painting Happy Little Minis CD.
Sounds good.
Coming out never. It's gonna.
Coming out
There's.
never.
It's a really long list. It's.
There are.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.